Facial recognition got a hit. Jesus Christ.
Harvey Larvey.
Hello, ladies and germs. Yes, it's me, Harvey Larvey, back for some awesome, riveting content here today. Actually, some different content, some racing content. We're here with Gran Turismo Sport, and we're here to do some racing, ladies and gentlemen. Quite different, and we're not experienced at this game, so it's going to be an interesting set of races we have before you. So I've done some races. I've kind of logged some laps. So if you see some mistakes, if you see some lines that aren't quite right, it's because they aren't. I'm not experienced at this game. I'm not even that good at it, but I'm still learning and I'm still trying to get better. So without further ado, this first race, we're going to do some qualifying for the Suzuka course, the East course, which is the shorter course, in a Group 4 car. We chose the Volkswagen Scirocco. We don't have it over here in America, so I don't know how to pronounce it. So if I offend you, I'm sorry. But we go out for a qualifying run. Going to check out Suzuka Circuit, again, the short version without the second half of the course. Pretty much a straight in the S's with 2 hairpins on the end. This corner, very fast corner. Letting off and coasting through, 2 downshifts, and then we're out of the corner. Have to be very patient on the throttle through a lot of these corners, including these S's. These S's were the death of me, both in practice, qualifying, and as you'll see in the race, unfortunately. But coming through to do our qualifying lap, it's okay. It's not too bad. It was kind of difficult for me to judge where to shift, where not to shift, what gear I should be in on these corners, especially this corner right here. Really have to be patient on exit or else you'll end up in the gravel pit of death you'll see to your left. But coming down here to actually do our lap, we set a 51.922. I have no clue what that means, but that's our lap time. So in continuing our qualifying session, we just wanted to kind of log some laps. I thought that was a pretty good lap. But coming through on our second lap, we go pretty wide on the first corner, which is kind of the story of our day at this circuit. And coming up through the S's, I just am not patient enough and go way too fast through here and slide right off the circuit. We don't hit the gravel pit of death, but we do hit the tire wall and go off into the grass. But coming here to the leaderboard, looking around for our name, we're at the top, ladies and gentlemen. The top of the board. Insane. We actually are sitting on pole. So we're coming through here. This is the warm-up lap, and we see this. Well, if there's ever an omen to be had, this message speaks it. Be cool this time, please. Again, Group 4, Suzuka Circuit East course. And well, there we are, ladies and gentlemen, flashing our lights in celebration. We're sitting on pole, we're ready to go, ready to race. And it's just going to be a great time. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. Here we are at the start, revving up, and I forget to put the traction control on, so the wheels are spinning. I'm trying to find the right gear, get the grip, and, well, the Brazilian in the Peugeot is just going to go right on by us. So we already have our work cut out for us. Diving down through here through the first hairpin, if I can get my words right. Trying to stay on the Peugeot, trying desperately to not lose that lead, at least the lead group, coming up here through the S's. Again, very easy to get over exuberant on the throttle and head off into the gravel pits of death. You'll see to our left and right. And we're headed up the uphill section here into this fast corner here. Very easy corner to get right, and the Peugeot actually does get it wrong. I'm sorry, it's an easy corner to get wrong, is what I should have said. And he clearly got the wrong message there and got the corner completely wrong. But we have our lead back, ladies and gentlemen. Our lead is safe and sound in our hands. We have a 1.6 second gap, which is shockingly coming down. So obviously we didn't get a good exit there, but coming through the first hairpin, we take our line pretty decent. Would ideally like to be right on the rumble strip there. But we're headed up towards the S's again with a lead of about 1.4 seconds. And unfortunately, we are too anxious and go off into the gravel pit, ladies and gentlemen. Off the circuit. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Cars go by. 8 now. And we are in a hole. A big one at that. Humongous hole. What have we done? And well, we fast forward around here to the front straight. We're trying to gain some positions back. And the two Audis come together, and we try to take advantage of that. And unfortunately, the Audi doesn't see us, or he just deliberately turns into us, and we go off the circuit and lose all the momentum that we had tried to build up. But luckily, there's a gap behind us. Not too bad. Coming up through here, though, we do gain a position back from the Audi that's gone off the track. And, well, we're going to fast forward here a little bit, just trying to log some laps, trying to gain some time back from these people that we lost by making a stupid mistake up through the S's. And as you see here, it's very easy to go off the circuit, and we get very anxious on the throttle and go off again. The death gravel has grabbed us again, pulled us down into the fiery depths, and we're going to go all the way down to 11th place. Ladies and gentlemen, we started on pole. 11th place. Not good. So the goal here is just to finish the race. That's all my goal was. And as we come across the finish line here, we just try to end it all. We just want out. We want to be plugged back in the Matrix where everything is fine. And well, at the end of the race, we're reminded again, we finished in 11th. But the ultimate taunt is that we started on pole, reminded by Gran Turismo Sport. Awesome. Thank you for reminding me of that. I appreciate it. I almost forgot. And I just had to let everybody know exactly how bad I did.
This happened to me. I made my mistakes. Got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away.
And we're desperate to try and get that taste out of our mouth. So we jump into a Group 4 race in a Corvette. And unfortunately, I didn't have time to make any laps. So that lap right there you're seeing is just a practice lap. And we're looking for our name, looking for our starting spot on the grid. And we end up second to last, 19th place. We have our work cut out for us again, ladies and gentlemen. But the good news is I do love this racetrack. Dragon Trail Seaside 2, the reverse version. Great racetrack. Can't even see ourselves anymore. So if that doesn't tell you how bad we're starting. And well, we actually move up a place into 18th because apparently 20th just didn't want to race. But here at the start of the race, we're behind Kung Fu and the Yin Yang Renault Megane. Boy, that's a mouthful. We're just going to try to survive here. The goal at the back is to take advantage of other people's mistakes. And as we come down here to the first hairpin corner, everybody brakes really early. We get into the back of the Renault. And well, we have a Peugeot go up the inside. So now we are in last place. Our bad luck has not ended. Here we are again at the bottom of the barrel, fighting for our life, about to drown in last place. And as we come up to the chicane that is very easy to make a mistake on, we actually gain 3 spots. So now we're up into 16th place. Not looking too bad. We've already taken advantage of some other people's mistakes, and here we are. And we actually take a wide line through here because some of the guys brake too early. And well, the Peugeot just comes up and slams all of us, wrecks all of our lives. Who is that? Donk Power. Donk Power has completely ruined our lives here. So anyways, looking up through the S's here, they both brake really, really early. I get into the back of the Peugeot and just try to maintain, but that's nothing compared to what this Canadian Lamborghini just comes out of nowhere and smacks us nearly off the track. And I furiously check the rearview mirror to try and see who actually hit me. Remember that Canadian in the Lamborghini for later. Just put a pin in that for now. So we're coming through the last hairpin here. Very easy corner to get right, as we're demonstrating here as we go off the track, nearly into the gravel, but actually go spinning. And well, just like an anvil, we've sunk to the bottom of the ocean and landed in last place. Once again, here we are, last place. All we can do from here is fight and try not be in last. So that downhill chicane you just saw there is probably one of my favorite corners on this track. A lot of time can be gained there because some people just aren't brave enough to go through it very fast. But we are. So we head out of there fast, try and catch the slipstream of the Lamborghini. And we're tucked in right behind him. I know that I probably can't go for a move into this hairpin here. It would be really ill-advised. But we brake almost at the same time. He's very hard on the brakes, and I actually get into the back of him and send him a little bit wide. And he gets a poor exit. I get a strong exit. I let him back in because I feel kind of bad about what I did to him. But that's also considering what he did to me back in the S's. I'm kind of trying to make up my mind into the chicane here, whether or not I should go for the move. I decided to back up, brake a little bit early, let him go forward. And, well, it was the right decision because he hits the wall. But getting out of here, he can't decide which way he wants to go. And, we go in the back of him again and actually send him a little bit wide for this next corner. So we're going to take up the inside. We actually go wide ourselves, nearly push him off the track. But, hey, we're back into 18th, no longer in last place. That's a small victory that I will gladly accept. So head up here through the S's. We remember what the Canadian did last time, keeping an eye on him, making sure that he's not going to do that again. Getting a strong entry into this corner, and then the left-hander. We're headed through. Get a little bit wide there, so we have to actually let off the throttle a little bit early. And, well, here comes the angry Canadian. Again, slams us off onto the side of the circuit. He does the nice thing and actually slows down and let us pass, but I swerve over and just let him know, hey, man, that wasn't very cash money of you. But we are furious at this point, nearly below the hairpin. And then, shockingly, the Lamborghini stays behind us, which is not a good place. I don't think that's a good place for him. I just wish he would just go somewhere. But now, we have a very uphill battle. Nearly 5-second gap up to 16th place. We have to try to close that to make something happen. And, well, we get off the track a little bit, nearly spin out. But we're headed back onto the straight. Going to try to make something happen. We know this Lamborghini probably has a slipstream, but he doesn't go for any move, doesn't catch us. Now we're just going to try to log some laps, try and catch up to this group in front of us, make something happen. I know we're not in last place anymore, but boy, it doesn't help to be here. And we see a brief yellow flag, and I'm searching to see exactly who it is, and well... It's our friend, Mr. Donk Power, in the Peugeot, the man who slammed up inside myself and the Renault Megane with the yin-yang symbol at the beginning is now back into our clutches. Oh, how the turntables have. And, well, coming down the front straightaway here, our extraterrestrial friends are up in the sky apparently because he just vanishes, gets taken away to God knows where. But now that we have Donk Power out of our way, we're here trying to catch Wisekeeper Ghost, and we see another yellow flag coming up here to the big hairpin. Well, our extraterrestrial friends make the short hop to the front straightaway over to the hairpin to claim another victim. So again, we're back to logging laps. We're up into 15th place. We're slowly but surely making progress in this 10-lap race. And we're just trying to get faster. We actually are getting quite faster. 51.624 is our fastest lap. Not a bad lap. I was still getting used to the car. This Corvette is pretty. I would say a pretty good car. You have to be a little bit careful on exit, but we do actually catch up to the next group, and Wasabi MR2 is actually the next car in the Peugeot. So coming through here, he actually goes way wide, actually gets into the wall, and we catch him, but unfortunately we cut that corner way too much, and we get a 0.5 second penalty. So now we really have our work cut out for us. We have to get past these people. We have to make progress, or else we're just going to get cut down again. And then suddenly the Lamborghini just forgets which way is up and decides that he just doesn't want to drive in the right direction for some reason. But anyways, coming down through the S's here, not really a place you want to go side by side with somebody, so I actually decided to go ahead and back out of that and just set up a pass in some other corner. So we take the long right-hander, dipping our two wheels over the curb, and actually almost gets sent out to the grass because we bounced over that so violently. Coming up to the hairpin here, again, a very easy corner to get wrong. You have to be very patient on the throttle, make sure that you don't overrun the curbs, just like the Peugeot did, but unfortunately, he doesn't lose any momentum, so we're staying back here in 15th place, but we have to try and get by him before the next penalty line. So we take a pretty aggressive line into this downhill chicane. The Wasabi Peugeot actually goes wide, and we cut up the middle. We're able to actually get by him. So now we shouldn't lose very much momentum. We take the penalty. Peugeot goes right along us, right in front of us, and we try to catch the slipstream just to try and maintain that gap so that they don't get too far away. And we actually do so. So again, logging laps, trying to get faster. We're actually up to 1:58.03 is our fastest lap. And we catch Wisekeeper Ghost down here. And Wasabi, unfortunately, in the hairpin, just forgets to brake, or I'm not really sure what happened, but goes into the gravel pit of death. And we are up, ladies and gentlemen, 14th place. We've made some progress up from technically 18th place. So we're coming down here, taking an aggressive line through the downhill chicane. Wisekeeper Ghost takes a wide line, very narrow entry into the bottom corner, but he's going so slow that we unfortunately spin out. We ruin all the momentum. We go wide. All of our progress is gone. But we do re-enter the track and try and salvage something from this. Wasabi MR2 catching up to us very quickly. But shockingly, he just decides to go into the back of us. I don't understand. It's like a NASCAR bump draft. It just was very, very odd. So fast forward here a little bit. Again, logging laps, trying to catch up to this next group, trying to make some sort of progress that's unimpeded. And headed out to the next straightaway. Wasabi's actually going to pull out for a move, and he does have the momentum, so he goes up the inside here. And, well, we misjudge our braking point and brake way, way too early. Go in like a grandpa with 2 broken ankles, and there goes Wasabi. There goes another place that we lost. And this is the final lap, so it's all on the table here. Down in 15th place. And Wasabi actually pulls away from us, but there is somebody that's gone off track here, so we're going to gain one more position and end up in 14th place as we do cross the finish line here. Just a miserable effort. Miserable.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
And Captain Price is right. Mission failed, ladies and gentlemen. An abysmal couple of races that we've just witnessed. We have got to break the cycle, ladies and gentlemen. We have to get out of this rut. So what do? I go shopping. And we get the ultimate modern JDM machine, the GTR, with an insanely awesome Monster Energy livery, which everybody knows is about 1 second a lap quicker than the normal stock livery. So we get in here, we want to test it out. I'm anxious, I'm excited. Coming down here at Spa, which is the next race we're going to be doing. Coming down through the chicane here. Car just feels weird. Feels heavy, if I'm honest. But you know what? Maybe it's a new car. Maybe we're just trying to get used to it. Heading down the front straightaway here through Lasshaw's hairpin. We're really trying to be conservative here and make sure that we're doing everything right. And, well, the car just tries to kill us on the exit of the corner. Don't really know what that's about. Again, I'm just thinking maybe I'm just getting used to the car. Anyways, we get on the throttle hard here. Headed up through Rayon and Eau Rouge. Well, the car, again, pushes like a dump truck. It feels like a ton of bricks. I come out of that corner about 10 miles an hour lower than I usually expect to come out of that corner. And, well, headed through Puhan, we actually go really, really wide. And this car is just not working for us. I don't feel confident in it. And then headed on later in the lap, well, the PlayStation Network just decides it's seen enough. It doesn't want to see any more of that lap. It doesn't want to see any more of us. So, we get kicked back to the main menu here. Going to do a re-entry and select a car we're a little bit more comfortable with, which is the Toyota Supra. This is a great car, a little dangerous on exit, but this is our qualifying lap here. And, well, we're actually headed up for a good lap. We're about 1 second below our record, and we set a 2:21.499.
How's that?
Channeling our inner Kevin Magnussen, setting a huge record for ourselves. And I start to do some celebrations just to let everybody know how excited I am. Well, look at my team.
This thought that we nearly put our pants. Enjoy.
They're just over the moon, completely flabbergasted by the lap that I've just set, just completely exuberant. And, well, we take a look at where we are, and there we are. We are in 4th place. 4th place, ladies and gentlemen. Much, much better than the qualifying effort of last time. And so we head into the final race. Again, this is the Spa circuit. And, well, we can see ourselves this time in our glorious little Supra, another modern JDM machine. So, again, Spa is a great circuit. Unfortunately, with Gran Turismo, it's a little bit difficult to deal with because of the way that the race starts. You are on a rolling start, and you do have to go through the chicane, which is a little weird to me. It kind of separates out the field. But anyways, we're in a better starting position. We're in a car that we're comfortable with. We are set up for a much better experience this time. And starting off the race here, we actually nearly kill ourselves. Nearly just end it all right there. But we actually make a nice recovery, and the Beetle's a little bit further back than we expected. So we're just fine. Now, we do have quite a big gap to the leader already at almost 5 seconds. But we're going to try to cut that down even further. Coming through Last House Hairpin, going to line up for a very fast section of the track and try to keep some momentum, get away from that Beetle even further, and try and seal a better fate for ourselves than the last couple of races. So headed up through Eau Rouge and Radion, headed down the back straight, very fast section, lots of speed needs to be carried through here if you want to make any sort of gap or gain any sort of advantage. We're currently about 1.5 seconds behind the Porsche, so we're going to try to make up some time through the chicane in the next couple of corners. Take a very conservative line through the chicane, taking care of our throttle, making sure that we don't get back on the throttle too soon, and headed down here towards this hairpin, which is a very patient corner. I keep using the term patient, but you need to be patient on the throttle in order to maximize your traction, as we almost lose it there off the corner. And then down through the left-hander, don't want to get on that green AstroTurf there because it's instant death. You will be sent to the realm which shall not be named. And then down here through Puhan, we actually get a really terrible entry here. Trying to go flat out through here to try and gain some speed for this short little straight here, which is very important to keep up the momentum. Hard on the brakes, downshift a couple of times. Down through the right-hander, we're very close to the pink Porsche here. We may actually be able to gain a position. We've cut that gap down to about 1.1, maybe 1 seconds, nearly lose it on the green AstroTurf, like I said. But we push on. So staying behind the Porsche here, we're coming through the right-hander, and we're trying to keep the speed on, and we are gaining again. We lost a little bit because of that really poor section back there. This is a really fast section of the track again, staying close to the curb there on the grass, nearly hitting the cone, and then through the fast left-hander before the final chicane. We're gaining on the Porsche. We're about 0.8 seconds behind, and headed into the very next chicane. Well, our extraterrestrial friends, they're at it again. They've claimed another victim, taken somebody back to their facilities for further probing. But we are up into third, ladies and gentlemen. And, well, I know this may come as a surprise, but the rest of this race was rather uneventful. Logged a few more laps, tried to catch the leaders, but both gaps, front and behind, kind of stayed the same. So we just rode around here, tried to not make any stupid mistakes, set fast laps, and that's kind of what we did. Except up through Eau Rouge and Radion, we try to get a little bit aggressive and get a 0.5 second penalty. But coming around to the end of the race, we are in third position, folks. We are in a great position. Can we make it happen? We've done it. We pulled it off. We finished on the podium. We've done it. Finally put together an entire race and finished a fantastic third place. And that's going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is quite a different video than what I'm used to making, so let me know how it turned out. Let me know what you think. I know I probably made some mistakes there, here and there with the narration and with the racing and whatnot, but again, I thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe out there, wash your hands, and we'll see you guys in the next one.